Good morning everyone, happy Friday and welcome to Hunky Dory Craft TV, where we are celebrating our little book's 10th anniversary for the last time. It has been such a good week and we've had so many incredible launches, and today is going to be the same. I've had so many messages myself asking me when this book was going to launch, so I'm very excited that we're bringing it to you today. My name is Natalie Eagleton. I'm going to be the host for this hour. Lisa is producing the show. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning.
And over in the demonstration station is Kat. Good morning, Kat. I'm excited to see what you're going to do with these, actually, with your demos.
There's so much fun. So we're doing one that we're concentrating on, and then we're just kind of adding them into the others because they are so multifunctional
They are
like that.
Just going to be your new favourite thing. They sold out on Hobby Maker on Tuesday. We added more stock and that sold out as well. So these were incredibly popular. I definitely think this is going to be something that we're going to have to put back on those machines. So we are wrapping up our little book anniversary with a launch for our sentiments. Our essential books have had another makeover, and we are going to share with you our essential book of shaped sentiments. They are so fun. But before we get into it, let's have a look at our Win It Weekly for a last time. This is a really mega good bundle as well. We are giving you the chance to win this huge Miri mega bundle. You're going to get 360 little book mirror mats, which are essential for using with your little books. You're then going to get your satin and your ordinary mega mixes included as well. In each of those there are 40 sheets, so that's 360 plus 80 sheets of A4 Miri as well. Two lucky winners are going to win this huge bundle. We're going to announce the winners at the end of the show, so you've still got time to enter. All we need you to do is answer the question below. What household pet can hold its breath for 30 minutes? Is it A, snake, B, iguana, or C, goldfish? Like, share and comment and we will announce the winner later. Okay, shall we get straight into it? Do we have a VT, Lisa?
Probably should, but I'm not.
Well, while you're finding the VT, I will let you know that this week we have been giving away, we've been giving away 10% off absolutely everything on the website. All you need to do is enter the code LITTLEBOOK10. This is the first time we have ever done a promotion like this, where you can use that discount off every item that we have on the website for you. So it ends on midnight, the 11th of May, which is this Sunday. I'm imagining that you've definitely scheduled this as well to go off.
Yes, I think I have.
So definitely going to finish the 11th of May at midnight. Don't be thinking, I'll just wait till Monday morning, I'll see if I can do it. No, you need to be checking out on all orders using this code by then. It includes everything on the website, but the code has to be added at the basket stage. When you go to look at your basket, there's a little section underneath that says discount on promotions. If you click on that, it will give you the space to be able to enter the code for the discount. It cannot be added after checkout, so make sure you are doing that. Right, are we ready?
If they've got earphones in.
Oh no. Okay. Warning right now, turn your TVs down. If you've got earphones, turn your volume down on your earphones, because this one's been added late, so it might be a little bit loud. are they? So this is the big book of shape sentiments. It's an A5 sentiment pad. There is 530 individual sentiments that you're going to get yourself here. There are so many different designs. You are going to get 40 sheets in total. 20 of them are going to be foiled in gold, 20 of them will be foiled in silver. And along the designs, we have got so many really cool sentiments. The sentiments in this sheet, in the whole book really, are super versatile. They're not specifically sentiments for set occasions, which means the versatility here is great because we can use them across so many different things. And you can see in the way that they are sort of like printed on here, they've all got really fun coloured backgrounds. Now these colours match your 2025 Adorable Scoreable, which we absolutely love because you're going to be able to use that Adorable Scoreable for mats and layers, maybe run it through your embossing folders and match it perfectly to these sentiments. So this sheet, you've got sort of like your just to say, sending lots of love to a special someone, warmest hugs to an amazing lady with love and best wishes to a special man from across the miles, handmade with love, have the best day ever. And you are going to receive, I think it's 4 or 5, I think it might be 5 of that one sheet there in your gold. You've then got the sort of like birthday and celebration sheet. So this one has happy birthday, birthday wishes, and many happy returns. Today is all about you, make a wish, especially for the birthday girl on your special day. So that one could be for anything. That could be for a graduation, maybe it's anniversaries as well. A very happy birthday to you, to the birthday boy. We've got birthday blessings. There's so many fun sentiments along here. So again, you're going to get 5 each of those sentiments in there. Then again, we've got another selection with your gold foiling on. This one you've got especially for you, just for you. We've got thoughts of you that make me smile. I love that one. Thinking of you, you're the best, to you both. Thank you so much, so proud of you. You are wonderful. A big thank you, good luck. This one says, I made this just for you. So happy for you, from me to you. So you've got that colour, you've got the white text, and then you've got that variety of foiling within there as well. So the last sheet of different sentiments we have for you is this one. So again, lots of different occasions we could be sending these for. Hip hip hooray, absolute legend. It's time to celebrate, surprise. Boom, you smashed it, welcome to the world. Good times ahead, raise a glass, oh wow, congratulations. Well done, what an achievement. Cheers, superstar. Happily ever after. I love this one. This is all gold foiling and it's beautiful, the script in there. What wonderful news. And then as we move through the book, you're going to get all of those designs again in silver. And you'll notice that the colours in your silver are completely different to the colours in your gold. So we've gone through all of our Adorable Scoreable colours and we've matched perfectly the colours that work in the silver and the colours that work in the gold because we wanted to be able to coordinate them perfectly. I absolutely love this book. I think there's so many of you out there that's going to love it as well. It's so versatile. Like I say, they're sentiments that will work for every single occasion. And we have already spoken to Alan, and I spoke to Dan as well because he was there yesterday. And we've mentioned about doing another book that you would be able to use alongside this one, yes, potentially, to be able to sort of like mix and match those sentiments for different people in your life. But this is incredibly popular. Brand new today, $14.99. It's the big book of shaped sentiments. And considering we had maybe 2 days with this before it was live on telly, we've done, the team here, Kat and Amy really, and Barbara as well, did such a fantastic job of bringing these sentiments to life. And I love the fact that they really showcase a mix of all of our different favourite products here at Hunky Dory. We've got Whopper toppers, we've got toppers, we've got cards that just use the sentiments, and I think these make really, really fun designs as well. Another one here with that hip hip hooray, that happy birthday sentiment. They're going to work with pocket pads great, whopper topper pads, duo design paper pads. All the colours in here are so easily matchable to every single thing that you can imagine you have in your stash. It's absolutely great, and I love how well they work with sentiments that you get with the kit as well, so you can use them to like embellish different things. With your stamps and masks and dies as well, they're going to be perfect. This is one using the duo design paper pads, and it just looks absolutely incredible. We love all the samples that have been made with this one. But let's go to Kat for our first demo.
Okie dokie. So we are, like I said before, we're just going to try and use them to be the focus of our card for this one. So I'm going to start with just some Ink Me cardstock. And we are going to cut this down to 5x5. And then I think we're going to go with the silver foil, those really nice like kind of pastel tones in here. And we're just going to start picking some out. I'm going to go with the birthday theme, so we're just going to keep the ones that we think will work with that the best. So let's go from like you to you. And your dotty tape runner is absolutely perfect for this.
I think so, because you've got all of those different like
shapes
to go around, so it's perfect, isn't it?
So we are going to put this over the edges and trim it down, because we're creating a background for this rather than it actually being the main focus. But this is because you get so many of each one.
I know, it's
crazy.
crazy.
You can do that. You can be a little bit more.
And I think we worked it out that each individual sentiment that you're getting in these pads is 2p per sentiment.
Wow.
That's how it worked out when we were doing the maths at Hobby Maker. 2p a sentiment. So when you think about that, you can really do some fun cards like Kat showing you here and using them to create your backgrounds to be sort of like really fun creative makes.
Let's go in many happy
and because they match your adorable scoreable colours as well, you can so easily like bring all of those in too.
Yes, definitely. So we just keep building that up, and then like I said, just go and trim around the edges. Please tell me about scissors in the box. Hiding at the bottom there. So just go and trim your edges, and when it's all done, you should end up with something that looks a little bit like this. So this is going to be our background, but I'm not going to leave it at that. I'm now going to cut into it, and because we've taken it to 5, it's nice and easy to, I'm just going to quarter it. We're going to put that in to 4/4 of 2.5 inch squares, and I think it just really helps build up the image again.
I love everyone's comments about these sentiments. Lots of people say these are great for people who don't have dies. Lots of people saying they're great if you don't have a die to work with the sentiment. They're great because you don't have to like fussy cut all around the sentiment. You've got that gorgeous foiling on there as well, which makes them really stand out.
And then I've just gone and cut, I'll do one more of these. So we've done our matte and layers on the pink, because that's going to be my main focus colour for my main sentiment. So we're just taking these 3 notches above the 2.5, because it was easier to cut them even and make these a bit bigger than try and work out what a matte and layer was off the quarter and stuff. So that's just the way we've gone for it. Grab my tape, and we'll just start layering these back up. And they're really, really great for really kind of simple but effective cards at the same time.
Fiona says, I love how all the colours are like the colours in our sets and our cardstock. It's super helpful. It really, really is so important that those colours match what we're going to be sort of using them for, and I think it's fantastic. The team have done such a great job of putting these together.
They have, and like I said, because you know, with all our topper collections, that you're usually going to get a selection of adorable scoreable that work with it as well. So we've kind of looked at it from the point of view that will this be a kit that's, if we're using reds and dark greens and stuff, it's going to be a kit that's foiled in gold. So we'll make sure that they're the ones on gold for you. Everything goes into it in advance. So we are just going to take this lovely kind of spearmint colour now. We're going to do a full layer to the card. So we're going to do this 6x6 because we've got lots going on. So I'm just going to keep this as it is. And we'll put this down straight on to our card blank. I need to find some construction glue. I don't know where it's gone.
Cat, without construction glue?
I know.
What is happening in the world?
I know. I think I took it out of my box because I was finishing something off before. And then let's layer these up back in the right order. Do our little jigsaw so we can piece these back together. And again, this is where I would usually use my construction glue, but let's wing it a little bit.
I don't know if we've got spares either. I think they've all gone, you know. We've got white craft glue.
I'm sure there'll be some. Once we go to the thing, I'll have a route around. I'm sure I'll find some.
Glue sticks.
The beauty of your dotty tape. She found some.
It's a big one, but Lisa says we can steal it.
Fabulous. There's probably some in my box. I'm probably just not having a good look.
Is there any in that that little pot there where the glue's on?
I can
see there's
one.
one there. Oh, down there at the bottom. It's upside down and everything.
All right.
People.
Oh, I see. I see. That's why I couldn't see it.
It's upside down, so the glue's the right way.
So we are going to do that, and then we're going to do a centre square in the middle, and I think this time I will go with, I'm going to take this just a little bit larger. We'll go 3x3, and we'll do a matte and layer.
We've got a question saying, is there wedding anniversary greetings or sympathy greetings? There is quite a few that could be used for those occasions. Like I said, this is quite a general pad of sentiments, which makes it really, really useful. So we have sending all my love. We also have warmest hugs. That one could be really, really nice for those sympathy cards. We have also got just for you, thinking of you, so that one's going to work for sympathy as well.
I think I have
have a look at some other
Am I not
ones.
mistaken?
There's thinking of you in there. And then for weddings, we can use congratulations. We've got happily ever after in there. Hip hip hooray is going to work as well. Raise the glass, that's going to be perfect for the weddings. So like we said, they are more general than being specifically for occasions, which I think is better because they're a lot more user friendly being that way.
So I'm going to pop that on. I've matte and layered with both the colours there, and then we'll go back in, and I'm pretty sure I saw a big, especially birthday girl, in the pink. I'll pop this on a foam pad across the middle. And like you said, if you add up how much this card has actually cost you to make,
I know, it's wild, isn't it?
probably under about 50p. It's mad.
Mandy on YouTube says this pad is better than the other sentiment pads. We agree with you. It is our favourite right now in the office. We absolutely love it. And look how fun that card is. Absolutely perfect. You've got all of those gorgeous sentiments all together, and then they round off really nicely with that birthday girl sentiment. Thanks, Kat.
You're welcome.
We love it. Some more things to show you. I haven't got ready because I was so engrossed in what you were doing. We have our fantastic teddy time to share with you again. And more importantly, that stamp that everyone has been waiting for is now in stock. It is an A5 stamp, and included in this stamp, you are going to receive 7 of your fantastic teddies. We have got gym teddy, we've got football teddy, we've got chef/baker teddy, we've got rockstar teddy, DIY teddy, businessman teddy, and we've also got the racing car teddy. So you're going to get all 7 of them. We have 5 sentiments included in this one as well. You've barely aged, have a very good birthday, stay cool, you're the best, and bear hugs. And you can see on the back here those suggestions of how you can be colouring them in to match with the designs that we've got in the kit as well. So brand new today. We wanted to bring it to you when we brought the magazine, but unfortunately there was a little bit of delay with getting this shipped in time, but it is here now at $9.99 if you want to get this. So definitely have a look about adding that to your basket if you've got the magazine already, because it does make the coolest cards. We've got this one here that Amy has made. I love the fact that it's got all the different bears on there as well. Very, very cute. Our magazine is still available. Crafting with Hunky Dory issue 83. If you want to get yours right now, $9.99 to get your hands on this, which is incredible when you realise how much you're getting included as a free gift with this one. So we've got the magazine, which is going to include card makes made with this kit. We've got little books in here. We've got the sweet treats that launched the other day. We've got Father's Day cards in here. There's loads of things, absolutely jam-packed full. Some sneak peeks of what we've got coming up as well, including cards made using that fantastic stamp. So that is the magazine. You're also then going to get your A6 tattered fabric embossing folder, which is awesome. You are also going to get, for the very first time, a crafty stash pad. In this crafty stash pad, there is an incredible amount of elements, 350 individual elements in total, and this book contains 12 foiled and die cut topper sheets, 12 luxury foiled insert papers, and 18 double-sided papers that have got different designs on the back for you as well. So let me see, I never know which the best way to flick through this is. We might need to go this way, and then we can show it you all in order. So you are going to get 2 of each design. These are the fantastic topper sheets. So this pad is 8x8 in size, so you can kind of work out the sizes of the toppers that you're going to get in here. But they work on really large cards, they work on smaller cards as well. There's loads of examples of that within the magazines itself and the cards that have been made in that. So they are all of your toppers. Loads of different themes throughout this one. We then have your double-sided pages, and there's some great designs in here as well. You get 3 each of these double-sided pages, and I love the fact that we've got images. We've also got speciality sheets as well, like this decoupage, and this one as well with the DIY teddy, and you've got the football teddy as well in that decoupage way. We've also then got border strip sheets. We've got sentiment sheets. There's loads included in this one. So many fun designs on the reverse as well. And then you've got your inserts, which are divided into 4x4 squares. And there's a few designs in that. And then we've also got the larger plain images, which you could stamp your stamp straight onto and colour in as well if you wanted to do that. There's loads of different ways you can do it, but hugely, hugely popular. These crafty stash pads to buy on their own, $14.99. Yeah. So you're getting a crafty stash pad, an A6 embossing folder, your actual magazine, and we're not finished because we're also going to give you some sheets of foiled adorable scoreable cardstock that you could work perfectly with. So many different designs and pages from those toppers as well. So really, really fun designs in this one. We absolutely love it. So all of that is coming to you £9.99. This is the best magazine we have done in terms of value for money and what you're going to get included in here for absolutely free. So if you haven't got it yet, issue 83, you can buy it right now, £19.99. If you're wanting to get more of our magazines though, think about getting the subscription, because you are going to be able to get 6 issues then of your crafting with Hunky Dory magazine, and that is $47.95. I was close. I got the first two numbers correct. So have a look at that as well, especially right now. Just saying, it's worth it. We've then got some other things available for you. 2 more items to share. It is the foiled edge-to-edge cardstock, £9.99 if you want to get this. Matches perfectly with that Teddy Time Adorable Scoreable, but also is going to work for so many different occasions. You've got really quite vibrant but masculine colour tones throughout this, so you're going to be able to mix and match this with lots of other items. It might be pocket pads, it could be decoupage toppers, loads of different items. I love this one. It works so good with that DIY teddy. Really, really cute designs in here. Lots of different colourways as well that you can be using with your images. So that £9.99 if you want to get your hands on that. And if you want to get your hands on the little book as well, £9.99 to do that too. This is your little book of Teddy Time. You have got 20 different designs in here. You get 6 of each, and we featured a lot of the designs that you will see running throughout this kit, but we've also added some little extra special ones in. We've got the graduation bear in there. We've got the sailor bear in there. We've got the aeroplane. We've got the little astronaut. So we love the astronaut. We've got the painter that you can see. There's so many cool designs in here. Gamer bear. We've got the magician too. There's also the chef. Stacy in a boat.
Stacy bear.
Stacy bear. We've got the cyclist, which is Dan.
Dan
bear. We've got the golfer. We don't really have any golfers in the office, do we?
No.
Not that I'm aware of. Businessman bear. I like to watch it, but do you play it?
I can't watch it, I'd rather play it.
Oh, really?
I have golf clubs and everything.
No way! I never knew this about you, Lisa.
That was Lisa Bear.
Learn something new every day. We've also got DIY bear as well. £9.99 if you want to get your hands on the little book. There's so many really cool items that we've got in there, and there's some fantastic makes as well that have been used, and then we have added on the brilliant sentiments because they just work so well, and especially work really, really nicely with your little books. But let's go to Kat for our next demo.
Okie dokie, full disclosure with this one. This is one that Amy prepped to do at Telly yesterday, but run out of time to do.
Okay.
So we thought instead of letting it go to waste, let's use it.
Nice.
So we are going to be working with the stamps and some of the foil card and stuff. So let's start by doing some. No, I'll make my base first because then you'll understand why I'm doing the measurements of the other stuff. So we're doing this. It's probably got a official name. I'm just going to call it some kind of square funky fold.
A square funky fold.
You'll know it when you see it. So we're going to cut our cardstock down to 6 inches tall by 10 inches wide. And then we are going to pop this on to our scoreboard. And I'm going to bring in my ruler because I always find this really, really handy just for lining up my bottom measurements. So I'm going to place this down at 2 inches. So I know it's going to hit the line just there. So I'm going to start at 2 on this side, and we're going to score from 2 inches down to 2 inches. And then I'm going to move this down to 4. Can you guess what's coming next?
No.
Sure, that's nice and stretched. We're going to go from 4 to 4.
Oh, okay.
Easy peasy. And we'll take that down there. And then we're just going to turn it around 180 degrees and do exactly the same on the other side. So from 2 to 2, and then from 4 to 4. Just like that. So you're going to end up with this kind of pattern on the back of your card there.
Oh, I think I know what type of card you're making now.
Yeah.
Like the climbing steps.
Yes, that's the one. Much better name than I had for it. And then all we're going to do now is we'll place this on the trimmer, and we're going to cut from our 2-inch to our second 4-inch line. I think that's right, if she's remembered correctly. So you can just line that up on the trimmer, and this is the beauty of it. And then if you just need to extend those score lines a little bit afterwards, that's easy peasy. So we just sit them both in there. Again, make sure your trim is at the bottom, and then we just do the same on the second one. And I am just going to extend those lines a little bit where the ruler's just got in the way.
I was just thinking that there's lots of,
idea.
I think there's lots of ways that you could change the gender of these bears. Yes, we've got paper bows that you could add to them.
And then we are just going to fold these score lines. Just give them a little ease like that. And we are going to create, I think I've actually done the opposite of what I wanted. Don't know how I've managed to do that. I think I managed to score it from the back.
Can you just turn them the other way around?
I can, that's absolutely fine. It's the opposite of what I wanted, but I can just put everything going in the opposite direction. It doesn't,
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Maybe I should have scored from the front, but we can do that. So we've got this shape card here. So I'm going to want to add lots of panels to this now. So we know these sections here, these squares, were 2 by 2. So when we're working our mats and layers, we want to come 3 notches under that. And we know these bigger squares are 4 by 4. So we want to come 3 notches under that for our mats and layers. So let's start. I'm going to do a mixture. We're going to add some of the paper pad in, and we're going to do some stamp designs. So for my white layer, we know it was 2 by 2, so I know my gold mat is going to be 3 notches under, and then I want to come another 3 under that, and we're going to cut about 3 or 4 of these for your different stamp designs.
Exciting.
And then the same for the 4, so in total you're going to come 6 notches under V4, and you're going to cut 2 of these for 2 bigger stamp panels. And then I'm going to do a classic cat do as I say, not as I do. This is coloured in with alcohol markers, so I would use Memento ink normally. I've not got any on me, so I'm just going to use the Versafine. I've been through there.
Is there?
But I have got some pre-stamped that I'll continue to colour, but just to show you for this. So we pick out your designs that you want on your bigger one. We're going to go for the teddy. And we're going to use the whole of the image for this one. And we can just pop that to one side. And then pick a sentiment. Go for the birthday. But then, when we come to do our little ones, we're still going to use our stamps, but it's a great way of showing you that you don't need to use the whole image. We'll just pop that down on there. What you can do, oops, avalanche. If you just take the little face of whichever one you choose, let's go for the businessman here, and you can pop that on there. Just ink up maybe the top half, top third of it. Go onto your smaller stamp, and then you can take it in to the corner of your design.
I like that.
You don't have to use that, so you can fill up some of those smaller squares with your smaller images. and just get that image in there.
That's really
You
cute.
don't need to use the whole thing. She's a clever girl, our Amy is, you know.
She is.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to colour in the images. Obviously I've gone with green tones to match the background that we've got. Or Amy started it and I finished it off. So we are just going to finish this little teddy off here. We're going to keep it really simple with the colouring. I'm going to bring just 2 tones in, but it shows you how you can get that lovely coloured effect, that shaded effect with very minimal effort. So we're just going to take this round. You know what, I'm going to stop rushing. It's Friday.
I know.
Let's just have a nice chill coloured in section. I feel like we've done that for ages. So we're going to bring this in. I'm going to go to the chunkier edge, I think, because it's just taking a little bit. That's easier. Bit of time. Take it round the ears.
You can tell these are new pens.
They are, they're really pointy. Still very, very, not sharp's not the right word, but they've still got
I'd
their
say
intact.
fresh.
Yeah. And then we're just taking a slightly dark shade in the 547 and we're just going to come round the edges. And then if you replicate this colouring on all your bears, it's just going to give it that really, really nice unified
rich
look
brown, isn't
throughout. It is, and it looks a bit dark now, but when you go back in with your other shade, it really brings it down and gives you that edge. You can see a little bit that I've done on the sides here. Once you go back over with this one and blend it in, it just
shows how well these pens sort of like all work together to
it does.
be able to like bring you these epic sort of shades and tones.
It does. With minimal, using minimal colours
Yeah.
here as well. It's just 2 shades that we're just working into each other. And a bit with the thicker side round here. And just keep going, blending that round. And then I've got my peachy pinky tone for the ears and his little nose here. Lay that in.
Cute.
I'll go darker. The nose in there.
Adorable.
Had some highlights. Let's go to his shorts. You can see I've already put the lighter green down, but if you just pick out the corners just to give it some shading and go back in.
And I love the fact that with this kit, like, you can really transform it to be your favourite football team.
Absolutely.
Or, you know, you could be doing all sorts of different colours for this one.
Let's add a little bit of colour to his boots. Down here. And down the bottom. And then we will add some shading. Now I'm going to keep the shirt white, but if we just again use this to put some shadows in and then go in with the colourless blender.
Yeah.
Just to blend that out a bit.
Think that if you know people whose children are in like a football team as well, you could be using this one especially to make like little cake toppers or goodie bags for like a fundraiser or a charity event.
Absolutely.
Make him out to be like a little mascot.
Yeah, very, very cute. Although I'm terrified of mascots, but still. And then just add a little bit of shading into the ball.
And if you wanted to, you could trim around the teddy or mask the ball away so that you've just got like the player in the kit, and then it could be a rugby teddy or
you could.
any of our different favourite sports.
And then we're just going to go in, and you'll see on all of these have just been stitched edged with your fine liner, just to give it that lovely hand finished look. And like I said, we're going to pop that on a mirror mat. And I'll bring in all the other designs that have been pre-done by our lovely Amy for you. So we've got that bear there. We've got the bear in the racing car, and then we've got a selection here. So you can see how these have all just been kind of corner stamped absolutely beautifully. And then I'm going to take some of our paper from the paper pad just for some of our inner squares. They're a little bit more hidden. And again, we're going to take these down to 6 notches under the 2.
Lily said, could you make cake toppers out of the stamps? You could, of course, stamp them on paper and then pop them in with like a cocktail stick. But if you were really into like cake making and you had all of the different products, I'm sure that there is a edible ink that you can use with stamps and things like that. I'm quite sure there is. And then you could stamp these onto like rice paper and use coloured markers, things like that. You'd definitely be, if you're into sort of like baking and you know your stuff in terms of like cooking and things like that, there'll definitely be items out there on the market for sure. Even like food colouring. If you sort of like dabbed that out onto like a silicone mat so it was quite thin, then you could stamp that onto like rice paper.
So now we're just going to layer these up into all those sections. So we'll start with our bigger ones. Pull this down, pop that on there, making sure we've still got that nice border.
So adorable.
Isn't it so mega cute?
I love these little other elements as well, just like popping in there.
It's just such a great way of making the absolute most out of that stamp kit as well. Because you wouldn't know, looking at these little images, you wouldn't know that that was originally meant to be a bigger stamp. So don't be afraid to play around and have fun with them.
This is looking super cute.
So cute, isn't it? So we'll pop that on there, and then we're going to use these 3 panels for our middle section, and we are going to try and sneak in one of our new shape sentiments as well for you.
Oh, that's definitely going to work with this one.
We'll pop that in the middle one there. This one here, and then I did pick it out my book. She has lost it, of course she has, but luckily we get multiples. I'll find it, it's fine. We do get multiples, so let's go for Wishing You.
It's on the floor.
Is it? Is it gone?
See it.
I've already picked it up off the floor once today. It's obviously got an inkling to be there. Let's just trim this down.
Loads and loads of love for the shape of this card and the design. So
That goes to Amy.
Thank you for showcasing it, Kat, because it is really good. And
we'll just
top marks to Amy for
in the middle.
popping this one together.
And there we go. Isn't it fab?
So adorable, and that sentiment works so well, and it fits perfectly in that square as well, which I absolutely love. So much love for that card. If you want to be making cards like that, then you have to get your stamps, which you can buy right now on the website, $9.99 to get that. Right, Win It Weekly reminder, it is your last chance. If you want to be in with winning that Mega Mirror bundle, 2 people are going to win it at the end of the show. You need to like, share and comment on the video. What household pet can hold their breath for 30 minutes? Is it A, a snake, B, an iguana, or C, a goldfish? Like, share and comment for your chance to win, and we'll announce the winner at the end of the hour. Right, let's wrap up the week by having a quick look back through all of the fantastic things that we have launched for you that are fantastic little book products. And remember, you can use your 10% discount on all of these items, even the brand new ones that we've launched today, all the way up until Sunday, the 11th of May. All you need to do is type in Little Books with an S, 10, and that needs to be added before you check out as well. Right, we're going to start off with the Multiby, because of course there wouldn't be any Little Book products if it wasn't for the Little Books. These are our brand new books. These have been so popular. I know that on Hobby Maker, the roses and the window scenes had completely sold out last week. If you would like to get your hands on the Little Book Multiby, you can do it now. It is going to give you all three of our brand new 10th anniversary pads. We have got the Little Book of Ladybirds. Let's give you a little flick through all of these. Loads of cute images throughout here. You've got a gorgeous mix of sort of like classic and contemporary artwork throughout here. Also cute and then sort of like vintage too. We've got your Little Book of Roses, so some really nice different themes and colours throughout this one, which makes this really stand out. So you could be getting that one as well. All of these are $9.99 on their own. However, this multi-buy is going to save you the price of one, giving you all of these little books at a 3 for 2. And then these are your window scenes, absolutely gorgeously presented. So many different themes in here as well. You can really tell why this has been one of our most popular little books this time around. Absolutely adorable. If you want to get them, you absolutely can do. Then we have our arch and fancy edged apertures. Now these are designed to work on 5x7s, and you can pop these out from here. They're all die cut for you. You remove this little bit out and then you place your pocket pad, your image underneath. A little example of it being used on a card is this one here. So we have two different options for you. There's gold and there's silver, but the best way to buy it, of course, is in your multi-buy. You're going to get both of them, and you're going to get a mix of those in gold and in silver. These are your 2025 colours, so these will work alongside your brand new shape sentiments. You're going to be able to mix and match those colours as well. They're going to work so nicely together. But great brand new products. They were so popular the first time we launched them, so we're bringing them to you in these two brand new shapes. We've got your arch and you've also got your fancy labels. So that's all your silver, and then we've also got the gold for you too. A really nice mix of colours and shades throughout here, all in the fantastic foiling. And because you've got that gold edge on the outside as well, there is no need for mirror mats. You can just place your little book page down, add this on top, a little sentiment, and you are ready to go. $14.98 for all of those. And in total, Lisa, do you get 24? Or is it 24 gold, 24 silver? I know, but I can't do that maths right now.
Wow.
I can't do that maths right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's 24 frames in each colour. So altogether 48 in the megabuy. There we go. Confirmation confirmed. Then we have another great addition, and we love these in our white, so I'm so happy that we've brought them to you in our adorable scoreable as well. This makes 14 of the fantastic box frames. So you're going to get all of your frame sort of like, I'm going to say mechanisms. So you would just stick red liner tape onto the very bottom tabs, roll those into this sort of middle section, and they will make your fantastic frames for you. Then you're going to get all of your tops. So I'll show you through the tops, because that way you'll see all of the colours. You are going to get the outside frame, which then sticks around. You've got a stand and you've got extra sentiments as well if you would like to use them. However, these are also going to work with your brand new shape sentiments. We've got a selection of 8 in the gold and 8 in the silver. Again, matched perfectly to that brand new pad. So you're going to be able to find a colour in there that works with all of these. $14.99 for 16 little book box frames. If you want to get your hands on them, get them now. And our last thing to share with you that we launched this week, another hugely popular item, is our picket fence card blanks. This is a mega bundle, because you are going to get 40 of these fantastic picket fences. There's 4 designs. I can't even show you them all. There's 4 designs. You are going to get the standard, the aperture tent fold. You're also going to get the arched A6 card. We are going to give you 5x7 picket fold with the fantastic posts on the edges, and then you're also going to get your DL gatefold picket fence as well. So 40 cards, 40 envelopes, all coming to you for £19.99. That's 50p a card and envelope in this deal. If you want to watch any of the shows back where we've launched these products throughout the week, you'll be able to see all the different demonstrations and how everyone has used them. But today is about the fantastic Shape Sentiment book, and this has been so incredibly popular. $14.99 to get your hands on this book, and you are going to get 530 individual sentiments. That works out at 2p a sentiment included in here, and there are so many different sentiments. They're very general, so they're not specifically for any occasions. Of course, the birthday ones mainly will be able to be used on birthdays, but you've got things there like today is all about you. That could be for a graduation, many happy returns, anniversaries. Then we've got on your special day. Again, that could just be a celebratory occasion, not necessarily a birthday. But the rest of the book is very much sort of like general sentiments, which work for lots of different occasions. A great mix of designs. We've got things for get well soon, we've got things for weddings, anniversaries, graduations, but they are all very generalised, so they would work across all the different occasions. Gold and silver, all of your gold colours are going to match your adorable scorables that work with those darker gold colours. All of your silver colours will work in exactly the same way. $14.99 if you want to get your hands on those. And here are some examples of how we've used them with our little books and some of the other ideas. One thing we haven't mentioned to you, because I think it launched last week, wasn't it, is our big book of little book ideas, but that is still available on the website. So if you want to get your hands on that, you can still buy it. Look how cute this one is. That little superstar. Here's one that works with the wedding, happily ever after. So cute. Sending all of my love with those fantastic frames. This is a gorgeous one using all of those strips of cardstock. We've got a fantastic one here with our masks. Another one where you can showcase how you use them all differently. And then this is really fun as well, using your die cut pads with all of those little mustaches on. $14.99 if you want to get your hands on our brand new Shape Sentiments. Kat, back to you, I think.
Can I please pinch the brown box frame?
You can. Let me grab it. I'll find the...
Stuck somewhere, probably.
There we go. The chocolatey brown.
They do, please.
There you go.
Thank you very much. So, let's pop this into carrier sheet. Now, I know Natalie mentioned using red liner tape. I have found, and I've made a few of these because I had them on telly and I think I made the samples for them. I prefer using construction glue. I think it just gives me a little bit more wiggle time. It might take, I say it might take a second longer, but as soon as you hit something with red liner tape that's not where you want it to go.
Yeah, you can't, you're not going to be able to move that, are you?
So I'm going to do this in real time, and you can see actually it doesn't take that long. I've figured out the process for you, so you don't need to do that. So I'm just going to go in first and get all my score lines down so everything's nice and sharp and crisp for when I come to fold it in. So we've got that. Now the first thing you want to do before you fold them down is go in with the first layer of your little book page, which I have got here. I'm taking this beautiful one and you can see how it works with the colours perfectly for this. I'm just going to go in with some construction glue, and again, just gives me that little bit of wiggle room if I pop it down and I just want to centralise it a little bit more.
Lots of people asking if the big book of shape sentiments is going to be a core item. I definitely think it is going to be a core item. If it sells out though, at the moment, I don't think we'll be able to get it back on the machines for maybe a few...
It'll be a little while.
It'll be a while. We're very busy out there.
Yes.
Very, very busy.
So I'm going to take my construction glue, and again, we're just going on these outer tabs. I'm going to start with my two ones that are angled, my two shorter edges.
I also think that if you are going to use construction glue like this, there's lots of things you can do to sort of wait until the glue's super tacky, so then it doesn't hold. If you've got like pegs, you'll be able to peg it down.
Yeah, to be fair, I'm going to do it in real time so you can see how quick it does adhere. So what I like to do is flatten it out so it's like this, fold it over, and you know it's going to hit exactly
that's a really
the right
clever idea.
spot. Then if you go in with your score tool, your burnishing tool, give it a really, really good press down. It will pop back up, don't worry about that. So the same again on this side, take it down flat and flip it over, and you know it's automatically up to that score line.
And you know it's straight as well.
It is,
because it's like butt up against the edge there.
And then you can put these up, and you can see already it's holding perfectly for me. So we're going to take the other side, and this is where you're going to have a little bit of wiggle and manoeuvre room, but I do think it's easier than trying to do it with the red liner. So again, we're going to fold this over now into its kind of cube configuration. Just fold that down gently, and we're just going to pop it under the two angles like this. Both sides, just fold and tuck under, and then literally grab onto this for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I think you're pretty much good to go. So even using your wet glue, using those techniques, I think it's going to do it much quicker and
less fiddly.
Less fiddly for you in the end. And then the only thing I like to do, just as a little bit of an extra precaution, is take any of my double-sided tape. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. And I just like to add a little bit onto these corners that we're not going to see, just on an angle, just to really tuck them in and secure them in place. And we're going to be covering that with our frame, so it doesn't need to be pretty, but I just think it's worth that extra 30 seconds that it's going to take you to do just to get that nice secure finish. And it's just going to help hold everything while that construction glue is still drying underneath there. Now I'm going to pop that to one side to dry off, because we're going to do something else with the frame in a bit, and we're going to bring back in our image. So I've got two of these. I'm going to keep it really simple. We're just going to do a couple of little pyramage effects, but I'm going to bring in the brown mats for this. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take one, and we're going to take 1/4 of an inch off each side. And we're doing it off each side so our image stays nice and central.
I think it's super important, isn't it, when we've got images like this that have got that sort of focus point, or any, like, especially with the windows, they've got sort of very set lines, so we don't want to be cutting them off in any other ways.
And then for our second one, we're just going to take 1 inch off each side. All the way around. I said this is going to create a very simple pyramage effect. And then with our two mats, because these are already cut to the original size, all you need to do is take the same off these again. You've not got to work out any notches, you just take off. So in total for this one, because we took 1/2 inch off each side, it's 1 inch, but because this is plain, you can just do it all in one go. So we're going to take 1 inch off the one side and 1 inch off the top.
Oh yeah, because you'll still have that extra. I was thinking to myself, well no, because you're going to need to make them a little bit.
Oh, but they're already.
But they're already
yeah.
bigger, aren't they? So you've got that extra bit. This is clever.
That's a bit I've cut off, and then just take the 2 off this one, because that's what we've done all the way around there. And then these should still fit perfectly because they were already designed to be that little bit bigger. So we'll just do this. Pop that on there.
Colleen says, how quick was that in putting your frame together? And Carol said it's a great tip to use the tape on the corners of the box just to make sure it stays together.
And we can layer that one just like that, and we'll take some foam pads ready to go in to our frame. And then I did a version of this, I think, with the frames last week. I also did it on Hobby Maker, but each time I've used like a different texture. So when we did use this technique with the frames last week, we used acetate. I used some lace when I did this frame on telly, and this time I'm going to bring in some parchment, and I just think it's a really cool way of adding texture and a bit more dimension in. So we will pop that image in there, try and line it up. I'm going a little bit away. And I love using the brown mats for this because it just gives it a bit more of a subtle effect. You could happily use the gold if you wanted to, but let's make sure his tail is in place. So there we go, we've built that up, and it just gives you that dimension coming forward from the box there. So we'll go now and take out our frame. And like I said, I'm going to bring in some of our lovely coloured parchment. You can always go in with your craft knife and just bring these if you wanted to. So I have got some of our orange and our yellow just to match the tones that we've got in there. And I'm going to come across the corners, and I'm just going to take a couple of sections, the top and bottom. And we're just going to add these on the inside of our frame, but they are for the back. We need to do our yellow first. So I'm going to make sure these are a little bit smaller.
Shorter.
It doesn't matter if they do overlap. It just adds to the texture.
Yeah,
Don't worry about
it's going to look really good, the effect in the end.
So we're just going to add to the opposite corners, and we will place that in there, and then this one in here. And like I said, I've used acetate in here. I've used some like lace fabric. You could use ribbons. There's lots of different ways you can do this to create lots of fun effects. Pop that one over the top there, and then when you flip it round, you just get and add a little bit more tape. Especially with something like this, it all depends on the project that you're working on, but I just think it gives it that really lovely extra dimension.
It's very cute.
And we'll go back in with our...
Karen says the chocolate brown with the gold and the orange colour is just stunning.
It's very pretty, isn't it? I know it's very autumnal vibes and we're spring, summer now, but I think it's just such a classic image. We'll make it work all year round. And if you put like your little lights in that box as well coming through the parchment would be absolutely fun. And this time we are going to take, we have got the browns and the golds in here. Let's go. I think we can pick up some of that tan colour. I made this just for you.
Nice.
And let's go birthday blessings. Back in the chocolate at the top there.
Again, you would be able to use those orange sentiments, those yellow
Yes.
sentiments, because they're really going to work with your image as well. So it's definitely something we can mix and match.
I'll just pop this one in the bottom. And this across the top, and then I'll quickly show you how to adhere your easel at the back. I'll pop that up there.
So cute.
And then if you go to your little carrier sheet, pop out your easel.
I think you've really showcased today how perfect these sentiments are to work with so many different products.
They're an absolute stash essential. Again, definitely advise your red liner for this, but this is what I've got on me now, so it's what I am using. I've got my tool. Let's take the backing off that. So you just score that in, fold that down. You've got this little section that will pop into place when you want to stand it up. But just place that centrally. And of course, if your image is going the other way, you would put it here.
Yeah.
Just pop that on the back, just like that. And then you can fold that into place. It holds perfectly in that little notch there. And you have...
Stands up incredibly well as well.
this gorgeous little frame.
I absolutely love it. Thank you, Kat.
You're welcome.
That addition of parchment really, really just added to that make. I love it. Right, it's giveaway time because it's Friday. So let's have a look at this week's Win It Weekly question, shall we? Two people are going to be in with a chance of winning this mega Miri Essential. We've got 360 of our essential Miri mats for you. You're then going to get our Miri Mega Mix and our Satin Mega Mix. So across both of those, you're going to get 80 sheets in total. We asked you the question, what household pet can hold its breath for 30 minutes? Is it A, a snake, B, an iguana, or C, a goldfish? And the answer is actually B, an iguana. So congratulations to everyone who guessed that correctly. Is that what you thought it was going to be, Kat?
I actually knew that for some strange reason.
Did you?
I've read it somewhere before. I don't know how or why, but I think it's just the joy of having kids. You come across random facts like that.
How bizarre. So the answer is B, iguana. And let's find out who the two lucky winners are, shall we? Elaine Parker and Rachel Macklin, congratulations to you. You are both the winners of this week's Win It Weekly competition. You have won those Miri Mega Buys. If you send us a message directly on our Facebook page, or you can contact customer service, let them know that you're a Win It Weekly winner, and you can give them today's date, the 9th of May, and then we'll make sure that your prize gets sent out to you. But it's Friday, so let's spin the wheel. Are you ready? This is a nice question this week. So if you're new to us here, we spin the wheel every single Friday, and whatever it lands on, we are going to give it away to one lucky person. This week's question, and I really, really love it, is what's something that has made you smile recently? I really, really like that question. It's very, very good. So let's spin the wheel. We'll find out what it lands on, and then we'll read your answer. So we need to know, what is something that has made you smile recently? Are you ready? Oh.
Oh.
Do you know what?
I
This
think
is
there's
so...
a gust of wind.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, look at that!
Win the show. Is that everything we've shown, Lisa?
Shown on the show.
Shall we go through everything that we've shown just so people know?
I think so.
The Essential Book of Shape Sentiments, that's coming to you. The Teddy Time brand new stamps, that's going to come to you. Your Crafting with Hunky Dory issue 83, foiled edge card blank. The Little Book, that's going to come to you. Your Little Book Multiby, arched and fancy edge multi-buy apertures. the Little Book box frames, the picket fence card blanks, all of those items are going to come to one lucky person, and we need to know what is something that made you smile recently. It probably is that gust of wind that's just come over
You
from
took
Kat.
the words, yeah.
I mean,
That's very surprising.
what an amazing prize that is. The discount with Hunky Dory, receiving the new Hunky Dory magazine and all of the gifts. Lily says watching Hunky Dory TV. Thank you, Lily. I heard a blackbird singing, that made them smile. My friend's newborn baby, me pretending to win the Win It Weekly. A weekend in Weymouth with the grandkids. My 8-month-old granddaughter, especially when she giggles. Getting up to the sun every morning, I am enjoying that. Kat, what's something that's made you smile recently?
Well, it's kind of twofold because I smiled a lot this week when it was announced that Morgan Wallen was doing a surprise gig at the end of May. But I will probably cry next week when I don't manage to get tickets for it. But other than that, it's my new tattoo, my first tattoo.
Yeah. It's very cute. Lisa, what's made you smile this week?
Oh,
Not a lot. She's been quite grumpy this
I'm
week.
very, very grumpy this week, so I honestly don't have an answer right now.
She'll think about that one. She'll think about that one. I don't know whether it was this week, but last week. Was it last week? It's not been a week. No, it's been more than that. It's been 2 weeks, but it made me smile recently, so I'm going to tell you anyway. It was when Cove and Lennon met Otis for the first time, and they were singing him nursery rhymes and playing peekaboo with him.
Oh, that's too cute.
Even though we definitely didn't have a clue what was going on.
Pictures. That counts.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. So yeah, loads and loads of people coming in with what made them smile this week. Lovely messages from everyone there. So thank you very, very much for that one. Do you have a winner yet?
I do.
We have a winner.
It's Lorraine Kiernan.
Lorraine Kiernan on YouTube. You are the winner of Win the Show.
Oh, this did actually make me chuckle as well. When Prince Louis mimicked his brother.
That was
Yes.
really funny.
Yes. Remind me of the name again.
Lorraine.
Oh, she's lost it.
Lorraine Kiernan.
Lorraine Kiernan, congratulations. You have won the show. And your thing that made you smile this week was when Prince Louis mimicked Prince George's little hair flick. It was very funny, wasn't it?
A legend, isn't
He is such a character. So congratulations to you. That prize is coming to you. Again, just message us here at Hunky Dory or message the customer service team and we will get that out to you as soon as possible. What is coming up this weekend though, because the crafting doesn't stop, we are at Hobby Maker on Sunday. I'm going to be going down. I've got shows at 1, 5 and 7 p.m. and we've got some trolley dash deals, brand new deals that weren't on. I don't know whether you'll have seen them here, but we definitely haven't had them on Hobby Maker. I've got 2 fantastic die shows. One of them I think is all under a certain price, lower than £10. It's crazy. So join me for those trolley dash shows to grab a bargain on Sunday. And then next up on Hunky Dory TV, we've got a very special week lined up. It's always a special week here, isn't it? All we can say is that it's something you've never seen here before.
Oh, Natalie's face.
What is it?
I don't know.
What is it?
What can I tell you?
Something you've never seen here before. You best get your thinking caps on, people, because I have no idea what that is. Join Anne-Marie and Amy on Monday to find out exactly what it is that you've never seen before.